Good day. This is Raven Shamballa, and I'd like to welcome you to Driving Meditations. Today on this podcast, we're going to continue our discussion on loving ourselves, learning how to relax, practicing mindfulness, and just asking the mind to stop. Just asking the body to relax. Let's get right into the meditation today. I'd like you first to start by imagining that the space in your room or vehicle is full of the vibration of love, self-healing, kindness. And as we inhale through the nose, I want you to imagine that you are exhaling and love is moving out and around the body. Take a big breath for me again. Imagine love is coming into the body. And as you exhale, love is moving out and around the body. And just feel for the breath and the cultivation of love. And I want to remind you that your eyes should be open. I want to remind you that it's helpful to focus on an activity like driving or washing the dishes or picking up around the house. And we are practicing how to be actively calm and calmly active as we move through ordinary life. We are practicing how to find pleasure just through breathing, and we're teaching the body how to relax. Anytime you do a mindful meditation, you become present in the moment with whatever you're doing. Now, this is very different than deep trance meditation, where we go deep into being. In mindful meditation, we are definitely doing. We're moving the body. We have something we need to get through or accomplish. There's normally a task. And when we do the deep trance meditation, we drop deep and we ascend. Of course, I love to do that work, and if you'd like more information on deep trance meditations or different styles of meditation for different ailments like emotional healing or anger, I invite you to check out my website, ravenlightbody.com. You can download some meditations specifically for your needs. In this podcast series, we have been focused on the third eye chakra. And the one quality of the third eye chakra we've been focused on is the mind and meditation. We haven't gone into vision, law of attraction, your thoughts create your reality. We haven't gone into psychic development, intuition, or how positive thinking can completely reorganize your life. Those are all different aspects of the third eye. We're just focused right now on calming the mind and asking the physical body to relax. And it takes a little bit of practice. That's why there's 8 meditations. And we need to start somewhere. And if we can't get the mind to calm down and release negative energies from the mind, well, what chance do we have at getting to that deeper, fun stuff like psychic development or even law of attraction? Because if the mind is moving too quickly, or if it's focused on fear-based thoughts or worry thoughts, it's not doing all that other fun stuff. And let's be honest, our world's in a bit of chaos these days. There's plenty of fear-based thinking to go around. So where do you focus your thoughts? Last time I asked you to start watching the quality of your thoughts and the time reference. When I'm in my head, if I'm overthinking it, am I in the past? Am I in the future? And how can I reposition my mind to being right here, right now? Now remember, just by listening to this meditation, this mindful meditation, you're already starting to relax. And you're already starting to meditate. Meditation is the practice of focusing the mind on something that allows it to be quiet and become still. Ground, center, focus, relax, breathe, ground, center, focus, relax. And now we have activated our chakra system. We've activated the energy body. The energy body is containing the mind. The energy body contains a whole lot of other systems. Again, we're just focused on the point between the eyebrows, but we could be talking about the heart chakra, a broken heart. We could be talking about low self-esteem and feeling defeated. That's 3rd chakra. We could be talking about lack of motivation, feeling blocked, not going anywhere, 2nd chakra. We could be talking about feeling cut off from spirituality, 7th chakra, crown. Those are all different points. Throat chakra, I'm afraid to speak my truth, or I'm hiding something. So as we work through the chakra system, we become conscious and we start to heal, we start to open, we ground down, we center in our heart chakra. I love myself. I deserve the very best. Focus. We immediately open the 3rd eye and relax. White light all around the body. Love comes in on the inhalation, and love moves out and around on the exhalation. Your eyes are open and you're focused on exactly the task at hand. If you're driving, You're seeing what you see. You're listening to the sound of my voice. You might tune into what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, the temperature in the vehicle. And you're completely here right now. We're not in the past at work. No, we're trying to find that off switch. Can you find it for me? And we're not in the future with what work will do for us tomorrow, what we haven't finished yet, how we might improve it. Now, what if you're a type A personality and you like to be busy and things are always coming to your mind? Well, my solution for that is the to-do list on my phone app. Pick your favorite one. Something comes to your mind, write it down on your app. Don't think of it again. It's in there. Then talk to yourself. Okay, I'm done. Remember, we're done. You might even find that as you're learning how to meditate, at the end, when your mind becomes quiet and you have found space, new ideas come in. That's flash of brilliance or an insight, intuition. In this moment, all we're doing is breathing and asking our body to relax. Survey your body for any remaining tension, and if there's any remaining tension, let it go. Feel for your neck, your shoulders, your back, your low back. As you're breathing, you want to maybe relax your shoulders by taking your shoulders back on the inhalation. Love comes in. And releasing the shoulders forward on the exhalation. Just rolling that neck around. Just simply talk to your body. We can relax now. We don't have to stay in a hyper state of stress. Everything's fine. Everything is working out exactly the way it should. If you're having a hard time, there's some exercises we can do. And one is visualizing black spots and releasing them. Now, I learned this when I was using the pendulum for chakra balancing in my practice. That I would hold the pendulum, let's say over the point between the eyebrows. The client would be laying down on their back, eyes closed, deep in meditation or spiritual hypnosis. And I would get to the point between the eyebrows and I would see that the pendulum would show blocked. And I'd say, whatever is blocking, and maybe I knew the answer because of the counseling session. Maybe I didn't know the answer. I want you to imagine there's a black spot. And I want you to imagine that the third eye is going to open and you're just going to release like a bubble, a black bubble, a spot, a bubble, and then it's going to pop and release. Now, early on in my practice, I thought I had to use the instrument of the pendulum to get these bubbles to release. So I would hold the pendulum and I would say, Imagine a black spot, and the pendulum would start to go faster and faster, and then it'd whip around, shoot up just a little bit, and I'd say, release. The pendulum would fall. Again, imagine a black spot. Imagine the pendulum's whipping around. You can imagine my demonstration here. It goes up and poof, the bubble pops. And I'd call out release. Imagine a black spot. Release. And I would call out release as many times as I needed to until the pendulum got back to a stable, normal swing, which is clockwise at a steady and medium pace. As I developed in the practice, I learned I didn't need to use the tool of the pendulum to get the chakras to open and release negative energy. I just had to give the visualization. Using the pendulum is a very interesting tool, and I developed it to learn how to speak with my angels, learn how to keep myself healthy, learned how to communicate with the divine. And I developed a book called The 3 Pendulum Languages: How to Contact Your Angelic Team, Charts and Maps, and The 3 Pendulum Language, Pendulum on the Hand. If you're interested in that book, you can go out to Amazon, get the soft copy, or you can always find the ebook on my website, ravenlightbody.com. People often ask me, how did you come up with 100 chakras? Well, I'm not going to take the time to tell that story today, but it's all there in my work, so please check it out. For now, we're just opening and releasing the busy thoughts of our mind. Now, what if you do this meditation on your drive home, and you get home and someone keeps coming to your mind? A coworker, a boss, a client. That means that you're attached to their thoughts and to their problems and to whatever issues you experienced with them. So there's negative energy that keeps coming forward because of this irritation. You can actually do a very similar exercise. Bring that person forward. Call out, release. Everything's going to be okay. Call that person forward. Release. Everything's going to be okay. We can also do that with events. There's a big marketing event tomorrow that you're managing, and you're nervous about it, and it keeps running through your mind. Inwardly visualize event, the word, or if you have a visualization, the office space, the Zoom meeting. Release. Everything's going to be okay. Just talk to yourself. Visualize it as a black spot. I don't need it anymore. Not helpful to stress on it. Release. Keep coming back into the present moment. What am I doing right here, right now? Starting to become aware of yourself. If I am still holding on to people that should not own the second shift, or events in the past or the future that should not be interrupting my second shift. Here's another one. Mistakes we made, or miscommunications. And I would encourage you to assume a miscommunication rather than a sabotage. Most of the time it's a miscommunication. And we live in a very diverse world. People speak English as a second language sometimes. People think they did something, but they're moving so fast that they forget. I'm definitely guilty of that one. Sometimes we're moving so fast, we're not oriented to date and time. That happens, can happen. So there are miscommunications and mistakes are made. I remember early, my first career before I went into counseling, I had a job working for IBM as a software sales rep. Now, who can imagine that? I got hired right out of college. It was a total honor. And it was a great experience because I got to do 5 years in the corporate world. And I remember one time, my manager at the time, he calls me into his office and he had printed out 20 or 30 emails. And he had taken a yellow highlighter and he had highlighted all of my mistakes. Grammar, mostly mistakes. Now, this is way back when, I'm not going to say, but you know, we're before Y2K, let's put it that way. And it was my first job. And I had a high position in college. That's how I got in student government, that's how I got the job. But no one, we weren't getting paid that much, and no one really critiqued me. I was moving so fast in my student organization's ability to get things done that I forgot to read my emails to proofread them. I never noticed until he showed me this stack of emails and said, I need you to be more professional than that. Wow, I didn't stop thinking about that for a week. And here we are, many, many years forward, and that mistake is still on my mind. I'm sure you've had an experience like that. Ground. Center. Focus. Relax. Ground. Center. Focus. Relax. Come back. Release it. What came up for you just now? Let it go. You don't need it anymore. And then let's talk about miscommunication. You didn't understand the voicemail clearly and you got irritated, or you sent an email and you wish you could withdraw it. You're very emotional. This is how we grow. Mistakes are beautiful. And we can use these situations to practice loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves. I forgive myself for being young and making mistakes. I forgive myself for not proofing my emails and having no idea how I was presenting. I was 25 at the time. I forgive myself for being overly emotional and not understanding what is balance, what is center. Ground, center, focus, relax, following your breath, inhale, ground, center, when it feels natural, exhaling, focus, relax the body. It's relaxing now. So we focus on forgiving ourselves first. I forgive myself. And then, of course, practicing forgiveness of others, lowering our expectations. And I forgive you. And I remember in training, and we're always in training, mistakes are made. We can imagine a mistake as a black spot on our mind, especially if we keep thinking about the mistake. Why did I do that? Black spot. Release. Black spot. Release. This is Raven Shamballa, and thank you for joining me today on Mindful Meditations. Wherever you're at, I hope you're feeling more relaxed. I hope you're understanding the quality of your mind. If you'd like to learn more about my practice, find other meditations on my website, or join me for monthly meditation, you can find all of that information on my website, how to connect with me, how to work with me, and most importantly, how to relax. I thank you for giving me time today. And I hope you're getting it. Remember, meditation is a practice. We have to keep coming back to it. We have to keep coming back to it. Keep coming back to it. And if I've brought up anything for you today, you notice now I'm thinking about the mistake. I want you to practice releasing it. I don't need it anymore. I'm willing to learn from it. I don't need that client anymore. Money will always come. That event's going to go just fine. Everything's fine. I'm grounded, I'm centered, I'm focused, and I am actively calm and calmly active. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful day.